you not turn your video on until I press record?
Yeah.
How you doing?
Oh, so you got your
headphones?
Yeah.
I've got these ones in. So it should be better. I've had very little sleep.
Oh, much?
3
How come?
hotels. Can't do it. I hate it. But you know.
What time did you go to bed?
1:30.
Fucking hell. Oh, God.
Yeah. No, I think it's the latest I've been up in fucking years.
What are you doing till 1:30?
Well, didn't finish until 12 and then had a drink with a couple of people.
I haven't got anything.
I
don't want to go down this route again because we do it all the time, but I thought about all the interesting people out there. Funny, interesting, knowledgeable people out there that you've never heard of just because they haven't got the drive to be heard.
Funny enough, I was thinking about all the people that are much funnier as well, who just go, I'm not doing comedy, let's get out there. They're like really funny, but they might be like brilliant writers or something, but because people go, well, I haven't seen them do stand-up, whatever, they just go, no one takes good notice, and I go, ugh.
Can't go down this route again.
No, but I've got something positive. No, well, we can.
Going round in circles.
Well, do you want to hear something nice?
Yeah.
Joe, you sweet, lovely, Floridian loving man. I just got the Dolphins top you guys sent me. Thanks so much. Totally unnecessary, but really appreciated. I had the best time on the Bix. Really enjoyed chatting with you guys. Hope to see you in the flesh sometime. Send my best to David Dermot O'Leary.
Yeah.
Friend of the pod.
That's really giving me a. Here we go.
Is it really needy if I go, don't suppose you're available now?
Oh, thank you.
Absolutely came at the perfect time, D.
Oh, God, didn't it? Okay, let's talk.
Let's shoot the shit. What's happening in the world? What needs sorting?
Fuck! What was to talk about?
Got 5 minutes and Vyvyan's on.
You can't really talk about it, and
what's that? Well, the thing I said earlier.
Well, that, probably what you did last night, what you're doing on Friday. There's fucking loads of stuff I could talk about, but I can't really go there.
No, not really.
So I'm sort of hamstrung.
Get out, jail free card. Not my fault. Not my fault, guys.
I've been watching loads of ground. Okay, I've been watching loads of Ground Force with my boy. Love it.
They love Ground Force.
Fucking love it.
Really?
Yeah.
What do they love about it?
They just like seeing a garden, turn into, building and fixing and.
And is it the before and after they like?
Yeah, they love Alan, they love Tommy, they love Charlie Dimmer, they love all of it.
Oh, are you watching old ones?
Work and it's Bob the Builder, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the real Bob.
And then we always go looking for the house on Google Maps.
So you're getting them in that unhealthy habit. So you're getting them in that unhealthy habit.
Yeah. Never found it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've always found it. The last one we did, I was like, we're going to have trouble here, boys, after about 20 minutes. I found it.
Look, Daddy will find the house.
You know what? Let's talk about Ground Force, because I really love it. Do you like it?
I know what it is. I wouldn't say I love it, but I haven't watched any.
I think.
Are you watching old eps? Yeah,
they're on YouTube. There's a series on Amazon, but Alan isn't in it, and I'm sort of imagining what I thought. Oh, this is what people thought when.
Oh right, yeah.
Because I was like, fuck that, Alan isn't in it.
Oh yeah, I completely get what you mean. Oh yeah, I had that with a pod.
Yeah, so I get it.
It was on the same subject, slightly different. I was going down my right move to Cornwall thing, and I saw one of the houses that was on George Thingy's Amazing Spaces, or one of his shows, and honestly, I was fucking loving it.
Yeah,
just because I love, you know, when you live that show and it's like you just
yeah. In fact, I've got that's what I'm talking about. Filming locations.
No.
What's it about actually?
So talk about it.
It's only come alive. Thanks, Dermot.
Dermot didn't even know how much he was needed there.
Yeah. Right, listen to this.
On BBC America. Village. But like a coiled spring, the ground force is waiting for Mary to go off to work in Norwich as normal.
Look at it, it sounds like a cartoon. That's Alan, right?
Do you know what? This is series 1, so it's, maybe that's slightly.
Does he always talk like that?
Right, I've been watching Alan quite a lot because my sister was on the ferry near. Well, that's not why I've been watching her. Right.
That's too close to the mic. Too close to the mic.
It's really loud. It's so wholesome. I love it.
It's everything when you're not watching it suddenly sounds really weird. Like the music sounds fucking weird, like completely wrong for the type of program.
Right.
And his voiceover sounded like he was voicing over a cartoon.
I mean, I don't know what to say. It's just a great show. I love everything about it. And I was watching it going, oh, please, someone come up with a show as wholesome, as cozy as this again.
Well, let's do it. Why wait, David? Why don't we make it?
So, yeah.
Because you can't be asked.
No, it's just, there's a bit, right, where Alan says he's with this middle-aged lady. And she's quite,
What?
She's quite attractive.
Oh, well, that's fine. You can say that. Yeah.
You don't say that in these days. Are you allowed to say women are attractive? I don't know.
I think you are, yeah.
Okay, well, she was fucking hot.
Hot and middle-aged, they're the best ones.
About 5 times in 45 seconds.
He kissed her 5 times.
I was watching it and I rewound it and he went, okay, nice to see you. Oh, that's not how he talks, I don't know. Nice to see you. Mwah. Anyway, so Roy will be coming back from the leisure centre when? 4:30. Okay, we'll see you in the morning. Mwah. It's been hard, and thank God we got the pergola up in time. Anyway, thank you for the biscuits.
He was making the most of it.
I'm telling you, there's a lot of kissing. One. I can't imagine me presenting that show just going. Mwah.
Why did you kiss me, David? Because you're the most attractive person we've had on in weeks.
Yeah. Alan's a little bit catty.
Is he? He's sounding less and less wholesome the more you talk about it.
No, he is poetic and he's cozy and he knows his stuff.
Quite handsy.
Moments where I feel like Tommy and Charlie going, fuck off.
Oh, Vyvyan's here, I've just noticed. Sorry. I'm going to pop Vyvyan in.
A decent path. Oh, not a lot of weed growth, just barren desert. Lancastrian desert. Look at that. What's that big L at the bottom there with all that rubble in it? Hello. Thought you'd gone away. Gone away? No,
No, this
Bloody hell.
this is whoa.
Are you sat in an orchestra?
Always.
Just getting right into ground.
You've done very well to distract us from ground force. For the listeners, Vyvyan is wearing a bow tie. Is it a full tux?
Well, it's not a tuxedo jacket so much as a dinner jacket, but yes.
Sure. It's a dinner jacket. Are you wearing the trousers as well?
Naturally.
Well, have you just come back from an all-night do?
Oh, I was just a little bit disappointed with my appearance last time. I thought I'd make it up to you.
Oh,
Hello.
Just in case it seemed, lazy.
how are you?
So,
How are you, Vyvyan?
I'm really well. How are you?
do you watch Ground Force?
Oh, I used to. Yeah. I used to love
Why
that.
did you stop?
No, I just watched a bit, and this old lady came out the patio. Like Alan goes around the back and goes, "Oh bloody hell, the garden needs a." And this old lady just comes out the patio door with a blue rinse and that. This is right up your street.
Fuck yeah. That does sound good.
It does sound good.
I love the idea of just an old blue rinse lady coming out the patio doors. There's nothing in that I don't fucking love. And then they dig some plants up and put some new ones in.
Yeah, and then he gets out his folder and says, "This is where I've designed it. I'm going to put a decking there. I'm going to put a water feature there." Blah, blah, blah.
It does, and it also does make you go, actually, it's amazing what you can do with gardens. How shit, because I've got no vision. And you see just like a patch of land and you go, nothing you do with that. And then it's layers of and sections and ladies coming out.
Was the builder for the producer of the show. And he said, "Here, we're making this new show. Do you want to be on it?"
Charlie was.
No, Tommy.
Tommy. Oh, Tommy's a big lad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's younger than us in the show.
Fucking hell, is he?
Yeah.
I suppose, yeah, fucking hell. How old is he now then? Let's have a look.
Everything else. Let's send Vyvyan on the Tommy chat.
You're not overdressed for Ground Force chat, in my opinion.
Absolutely not. This is the respect it deserves.
That's what
We used to love. Changing Rooms was the other one we really liked.
Yes.
That was so good. I think my cousins were on it. I think they had one of their rooms changed.
Actually, 65, sorry. Tommy Walsh is 65.
Congratulations.
This morning.
What's that?
I'm talking about Ground Force. I'm talking about changing rooms and you're Googling the age.
No, we've got basically 3 separate podcasts going on at once.
And just go off on a stream of consciousness each.
And then they're just layered over each other. No one's listening. Well, I think me and David have sort of admitted over the last year that we started to listen to each other less and less.
Probably healthy in any relationship. Sorry, David, I didn't hear that.
Can you hear me today?
No, I'm struggling to hear you as well.
Yeah, you're a little bit in and out.
You prat.
Weird.
Do you remember? Did you? Yeah. How are you? What have you been up to? Have you been gigging?
Fucking hell, Joe.
What?
Yeah.
I haven't been.
What recorded?
No, I haven't been coming through this.
Any idea what he's talking about, Vyvyan?
Yeah, he's been picked up through a
I
different...
can't hear what's going on. Everything's gone quiet, mine.
Can you hear me, Vyvyan?
I can't hear you at all,
Yeah, I can
David.
hear you well.
Oh, it might be my headphones, though.
Can you hear me, Joe?
No,
Well, how do you answer that?
I can't. I'm lip reading you, but I don't know what's going on. What the fuck is going on?
Ladies and gentlemen, we're experiencing a brief...
You can hear each other and I can't hear you. This is fucking... What the fucking hell's the point of me?
Welcome to Chatterbox without Joe Wilkinson.
Right, this is mental. I can't hear a fucking thing.
Why don't you go off, Joe, and then come back on? You can't hear me, can you? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
Hello? What's going on? I don't know if it's a fucking wind up.
Hang on. Oh,
Thanks for what's going on, David, because I'm sure just irritating everyone.
stop. Can you hear me now, Joe? Have you checked your microphone, bottom left? Oh, you can't hear me.
I can now. Can you come? Oh, fuck, now stop recording as well.
Hello, my name's Stuart. I'm a painter and decorator, and I love listening to Chatterbix.
Have you watched the film The Fugitive?
Oh, with Indiana Jones.
Yeah, Harrison Ford.
Harrison Ford, thank you. Yeah, long time ago. Yeah.
So I watched it. Sorry, Joe's just trying to sort stuff out. So I watched it recently. Excited about watching it because I had fond memories.
Yeah.
And I told my eldest, we've got to watch The Fugitive tonight, Saturday night.
Right. Yeah.
It was really poor.
I remember it being good fun, but imagine it would have done because there's a chap in it with a prosthetic arm, isn't there? And
is there? Is there?
Just remembering this,
there is.
That's the actual.
Yeah, you're right.
Not to spoil it for anyone. I think he turns up very early on. That's the actual murderer.
Yeah.
Harrison Ford's, while trying to escape justice, trying to bring this man down. But he's got quite sort of big curly hair and a prosthetic arm. Yeah. And at the time, that probably seemed a bit sort of James Bond and a bit like a cool villain. And
ludicrous.
In retrospect, it looks. It looks like a sketch. It's really weird.
What we're talking about?
Are you in now, Joe? Why? What happened? Okay. I think when you move your mic around, it makes a fucking awful noise. This is such a bad episode.
It's the worst. Sorry, you dressed up for it as well.
Are you touching stuff, Joe?
No.
Okay. We were just talking about The Fugitive.
I love The Fugitive. Watched it 2 days ago.
It's really crap.
I love The Fugitive.
Well, I thought I did, and then I watched it with my eldest a couple of weekends ago. I thought it was terrible.
Oh, I love it.
When did you watch it, genuinely?
Oh, not for ages.
You said a few days ago.
Yeah, I've watched it in the last year. Like, probably 2 months ago, something like that. I loved it. Well, I've seen it, like, thousands of times. I think it's it's a bit like Only Fools and Horses to me.
They're not very similar, but yeah.
It's sort of my happy place, Fugitive.
I don't know when you last watched it. I'm trying to work out when you actually last watched it.
Probably a week ago, maybe 2 weeks ago. I can't quite remember. But
you watched it a week. You said 2 months ago.
I can't remember.
He's being really shady.
No, I've watched it like maybe twice in like 2 months.
That's wow. It'd be quite weird if you could remember exactly. Just
I really like it.
Days and 3 hours to watch The Fugitive.
I can't hear you. Are you fiddling with something?
I'm trying to hold my mic in place so it stays in.
Why are you using a mic?
Because if it plays through my laptop, I'll hear your voices on my recording.
I'm so sorry, Vyvyan.
Vyvyan knows this doesn't always work. It's the audience.
Honestly, Joe, it's unbearable when you're fiddling with your mic.
Right now?
That's all right.
Now? Oh, fuck. Now, if I don't... Fuck it out!
Why don't you just go through Zoom?
I am going through Zoom, but I can't tell the
That sounds great.
That
sounds great.
Yeah, well, I can hear you through the mic, through the...
That's all right. Don't worry about that.
Really?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, all right. I was going to leave it like that. Fucking hell, I don't know what this will be.
So, Vyvyan, have you been getting ready for Edinburgh?
Yeah. Working hard. Well, we're mainly getting ready for Brighton. We've got Brighton Fringe, 28th of May. So that's the first
Is that one night or is that a weekend? Or
yeah, no, just the one night.
Yeah.
To really get us ready for a full run at Edinburgh.
I'm not about.
Oh no.
I'll just check.
That's all right.
Oh, turds. Sorry, Vyvyan.
No, that's all right. We'll entertain the people of Brighton for you while you're away.
Are you going to push it? Should we push it?
Yeah. When is it?
28th of May at the Walrus in Brighton.
Massive pub.
Time.
Come on, Chatter Biscuits. Walrus Pub, 28th of May, Brighton.
And go up to Vyvyan and tell him you're a chatter biscuit.
Yes.
No, don't say that. Just say crunch, crunch.
Crunch, crunch, Vyvyan. Bye-bye.
Well, okay, now I'm prepared for that. That's
crunch, crunch.
Data. This.
Crunch, crunch. God, what if you had like 200 people come up to you? Crunch, crunch. Crunch, crunch, crunch.
It's 4 till 5 on the 28th of May.
4 till 5, 28th of May.
Crunch, crunch.
Crunch, crunch. Crunch, crunch, Vyvyan. Thanks, mate.
Thanks for coming. Crunch, crunch.
Yeah.
Crunch, crunch.
So, how are you feeling? How are you feeling about the show?
This is the exercise, is to find the about which person is feeling most insecure. It's coming on.
What does that mean? So when you go up to Edinburgh, are you doing the full month?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
29th. Yeah.
That's a big undertaking.
It is, especially as we've decided to do 2 shows as well.
What?
And we haven't done anything in Edinburgh since 2014. So it's going to be a gear change, which is actually what our compere said at the gig the other night before we came on. They come on and say, this is going to be a gear change.
Oh, really?
It's a compliment.
It's one way of introducing an act.
Did he know your act then or something?
Yeah. Well, he'd seen a video of us performing previously. But this is the trouble with performing a sketch at a stand-up night. I mean, I'm sure you've both seen that happen, or indeed been on the other side of it. I think
it is a gear change, to say the least.
Well, you've done a sketch. You've done a whole month in Edinburgh doing sketch, haven't you, Joe?
I have, yeah. I'm not sure I'm the best person to talk about it with, because I have PTSD about the bloody thing.
That's understandable.
I think it's right. If I'm totally honest, I think Edinburgh is really unhealthy for the brain. I don't know what you think, David, but I think it's so draining that I think it's detrimental to your noggin. But
one of my main memories of when I did the full, I only done it once, the full run. It's on the third night out of like 28, just being backstage as everyone's coming in, seats, getting seated. And I just, like, no joke, just sort of head on the wall going, fuck this. I don't want to be here. Fuck it. And it was not even like fear. It's just like, what the fuck am I doing? Oh, fuck this. And then like walking out, and then there's Steve Bennett there to review you, and you're feeling like shit.
Yeah. Sorry.
No. It's
back in time.
No, but there's ups and downs because there's other nights. So I was like, oh, I'm up for this. This is fun.
It's completely understandable. I mean, all the times I've done the Fringe, I was quite young, really, because I first went with the production from school and then shows from university. So I've never really tried to make my living out of it. It was just a fun thing to do when we, as I say, we were quite young and inexperienced. So my main memories of the Fringe are, isn't this all terribly exciting? Isn't it great to be in Edinburgh? Rather than London, and just having a great time going and seeing, isn't it great we get to see all these free shows in the venue? I think if that was part of my job, if, you know, my actual career depended on a good run at the Fringe, well, obviously I wish it did. I wish that was my career, but that would seem like a very strange way to have to live.
It is, and I get so homesick. I just want to be at home.
Oh yeah.
I just want to be at home. Like, the idea of possibly doing a show is way more exciting than.
I just think there's so many things, like you see people like you, very early on, you sort of know if you're going to have a good or bad time, and if you're having a bad time,
this is a terrible chat. I'm suddenly like, what are we doing? We should be. We should be really.
Well, we should giving him a good.
What are we doing?
I don't understand that actually, because I remember, you know, when I was listening early on, the bits that I found most interesting were things like you know, talking about the jobs you'd had in the early days, or about what it was like filming, and was like, doing the jobs that you're doing. I think some people like to hear the other side of.
I worried for you then that you were going, okay. All right.
Oh, yeah.
No, okay, all right. Well, let's get into it.
No. This is
okay.
no. I have no interest in
All
hearing.
right. Well, first time I went, I got ME.
Than me. I don't want to know about your life experience. I'm not interested.
Yeah. Maybe. Well, fuck yeah. It is. We are terrible, but look, I know people that love it. Lots of people love it. I just think me and David aren't the right people to talk to about it a couple of months before you got to go.
No, but you've got to have that perspective on it, if only because it's such a sort of mandatory thing. It's such a huge part of particularly the comedy industry in this country, but for, theatre work as well, puppetry, whatever. Everyone's got to do it really to be seen, to be.
Do you have to still? Do you think?
I wonder if you do really now.
Yeah, I wonder if it's more.
Do you think?
Maybe that's propaganda, yeah.
Because I remember, I think they were called Midnight Beast or something, and they got a show on telly, and they were like the first people to come through YouTube or something. I felt like the first sort of time because people
got your finger on the pulse, son.
Okay, guys, YouTube is essentially a platform.
Yeah,
anyone can put anything up.
Wait, sorry, a platform.
I wonder. I wonder whether you really do need to. I don't think you need to do it.
No, maybe that's outdated, but it's sort of still seen in that way a lot of the time and spoken about by people like me who don't know any better.
Yeah, and I guess you do get to meet people and.
But it's good. I think people should complain about it if they don't do it and don't want to do it. The idea that everyone's kind of forced to get anywhere is a bit,
it's mad.
As you say, unhealthy of the whole thing. And if not everyone's who's there wants to be there, then there's something wrong.
I remember seeing Spencer Jones, and this is no reflection on Spencer's show because he was going down a treat on the night, packed house. And there was a big bod from the comedy industry asleep in the second row.
No.
Yeah, just asleep. Like one of the main gatekeepers.
And he worked all year. And
he worked all year to perform his show, and they're asleep in the second row.
They're in.
And it's nothing to do with Spencer's show. Yeah. But I mean, what? Fucking hell.
Oh, that's horrible.
Isn't it so rude?
Oh dear.
This isn't possible.
Yeah.
I think I'm always about 3 minutes after you, David. I always go, fucking hell, there's no positive. We had a little Dermot spike about.
Oh, sorry. Have I brought it down?
No, not you. I like that we. So this is quite a depressing episode.
What are you saying, mate?
Pack it in.
Oh, right. I didn't mean to. There's lots.
No, not you. No, I think I was like, fucking hell. I'm just imagining someone. Imagine some 20-year-old come up and go, guys, any advice?
Do you know what? When I went up the year before on the bus, on that Bob Slayer's bus, and just did, I think, 12 nights, and I was just doing a work in progress, so there was shouldn't be any pressure anyway, but I absolutely felt no pressure because I'm not being judged or reviewed. I had a really lovely time, and that was good. That was good? Yeah, it was good. yeah, that was better.
I told myself it was good.
Was that good? No, it was good.
Good? Would you say it was good? Was it actually good, or did you just get through?
There was no pressure. As you know, there's always pressure getting up and being a prat, but I wasn't being judged.
How do you feel? Me and David struggle with the idea of being prats because we do it.
Yeah.
How do you feel about performing? Do you ever worry about that? Well, obviously not to the extent we do. It's humanly impossible to worry.
Yeah, I do, but I worry most about delivering a joke that's clearly meant to be a joke that doesn't land. That I find mortifying. And I finally get nervous when I'm singing to people. I'm getting a lot better than that, but somehow singing is more sort of naked and vulnerable. Like I had more of a physical nervous reaction, but not looking foolish. I will actively make myself look foolish. of course. And it's slightly strange to hear as well, because I know you guys have done a lot of that as well. But I think it's. I was talking to someone at a gig the other night, and we were saying that for him, he gets very nervous doing a character. It's very self-conscious, trying to pretend to be someone else. Finds it much easier to give a kind of really confessional, really personal and quite sort of vulnerable account of things that he's been involved in that don't always show him in a great light. That for him is fine. Whereas for me and Ralph, it's much the other way. We're much happier when we've put up the fourth wall. We're doing a more kind of theatrical scene, and we're playing characters. And I don't know, getting up and just talking about myself in front of people, very different.
Yeah, I've never done that. I literally have nothing to say, no angle. I haven't. I just stare at people.
I just had visions of Graham Norton.
Yeah.
Saying to Tom Hiddleston or something. I've literally got nothing to say to it.
David.
That's it.
Ooh,
Welcome to Graham Norton. Graham Norton. I hear you can. Welcome to Graham Norton. I hear you can do a Rick Mail impression.
We're back on track.
That took 42 minutes.
Imagine the whole crowd just fucking massive woof from the Tom Hiddleston and De Niro, like, hey, the fuck's this guy?
And that's great, because that's an entirely visual impression.
Woof, Robert De Niro. Woof. Okay. Now I'm going to step back.
Like they were in the room, a really awful room.
Crowd are going bananas at this point.
All right, that's the end of my podcast now. Over to you guys. I've done my
I need to go.
Oh. Okay.
I've also realised that my end is just a series of bad recordings as well.
Oh, right.
I added nothing and the sound quality was shit.
Great album title. Series of bad recordings.
Brackets I added.
Subtitle I didn't think.
I was no use at all in it.
Oh.
There was a wait. Never mind. There's always tomorrow.
Well, Vyvyan, over to you for the weather.
Can I pack up while you do the? Can I pack while you do the? Weather?
Yeah. Okay.
And now, while Joe packs up, the weather on Chatterbix for Wednesday, the 18th of May to Thursday, the 19th of May. Today, early rain across northern Scotland, clearing. Many parts then largely fine and turning out warm across southeastern areas. Cloud and strengthening winds bring rain to Northern Ireland later, with showery rain into parts of Wales, southwest and central England. Tonight, showery rain crossing much of Wales and England. Some heavy downpours, lightning, and perhaps hail possible across southeastern areas. Rain and strong winds crossing northern areas. Most parts drier later. Thursday. Many areas dry with decent sunny spells and patchy cloud. Despite temperatures being somewhat lower, it should feel pleasant in the sunshine. Northwest UK seeing scattered showers, especially western Scotland. Back to you, David, in the studio.
Thank you, Vyvyan. And what are you doing today?
Today I will be doing my job. Which I'm paid to do. And
fantastic.
Yeah. I don't think I've got anything else planned.
Well,
maybe taking my shoes to be repaired.
Ah, lovely.
I've just realised, David, I have to send you the files, don't I?
Fucking hell, mopey bollocks comes in at the end. Yeah. We're just having a nice chat then.
It's not like it was interrupting gold. I want to know what repairs.
I've gone from adding nothing to ruining bits.
No, you didn't.
Soul flapping off at the front.
I couldn't look because I just had a piss.
On the right shoe.
I need to go to the toilet. Okay, thanks everybody.
Yeah, God.
Yeah,
I'm
thanks,
so
guys.
sorry. It's,
No.
well, I
Where are you going, Joe, at 9:30 in the morning?
don't know.
All right, cheers.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Thanks for listening to all our hard work.
See you all soon.
Thanks, Vivi. You look incredible.
Cheers, Jeff. Bye.